taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own
Brother
kind?
Old God and Family going in today on this Monday. I want to jump over here to this next story, man. An Empire actor, Jussie Smollett. Now, last week we did a broadcast about this, and I said that I didn't believe that it would, carry as much weight, and I was completely, actually wrong about that. But we now found out that Empire's actor Jussie Smollett was indicted on 16 counts by the grand jury, and it's been rumored up to that he could face anywhere to 64 years in prison. Now, he's being charged from things like, lying to the police about being a victim of a racist and homophobic, hate crime. We know all the details about what he lied about, but I just didn't think that he would get this time. I'm saying, man, what do you think, about these developments of him actually maybe even doing a life sentence for what he did? Do you feel like that's just? How you feel about that?
It's sad.
Yeah,
that's crazy. And I guess shame on all of us at the end of the day, because when this initially happened, and no doubt in my mind, he deserves to be criticized. No doubt in my mind, he needs to be embarrassed a little bit. Mm-hmm. He may need to sit his ass down. But when I said sit his ass down, I was saying 6 months.
Right.
Maybe 6 months and some real limited shit to where no harm was going to be done, but to sit your ass down. 64 fucking years. Mm. Now, I'm not condoning any of his actions. It was some fuck boy shit.
Definitely.
All day long. You don't go out there and try to initiate a race war. You don't go out there and try to divide lines. You don't go out there and initially try to do this and that, or go to the lengths that you did in order to get some unnecessary attention or some extra money. That you don't deserve to do that. Right. Sit your ass down for a couple months. But no one got hurt. No one died. Mm-hmm. He was embarrassed. The people came out within weeks. Law enforcement did their job. No, go figure.
Yeah.
And you got caught. So I think that a 6 months to a year is justified. No, I'm no lawyer. I'm not in the law or anything like that. But 64 fucking. I told you 16 counts kind of seemed a bit much to me, given the nature of the crime, and especially we can go through history right now and go through the number of times that Black people, and I hate to bring up race, but we're gonna have to bring it up right now.
Yeah, sir.
Because the number of times we've been hung, killed, put in jail for life for quote unquote whistling or doing this or grabbing this that wasn't true, and no one even turned a blind eye.
Yeah.
And we still don't.
Right. And I think it'd be cruel and unusual punishment, if he does get 64, anything close to that, maybe a year, sit up in there, come out with some probation. He deserves to have still a life after something like this. I don't think he should be behind, put in servitude, for something like this, even though it's a disgusting, crime that what he did, because it could have, injured a lot of people. And that's what maybe that's the way they're looking at it. That's where we get the years and all the counts and everything like that. But with that being said, I think that, again, I'm no lawyer like you say, but I don't see him doing anything over 5. I think some way, somehow he'll get something lenient. The judge will be lenient if he's apologetic enough. I think that the judge will, lighten that up on him. I think that's just the max possible of what he can get if he's convicted of every single element. That's not counting them, reducing some things, dropping some things. And, again, if he's apologetic, he might get a break. But I think that's a bit excessive.
Does this speak to them making a point? Don't fuck with ours. Don't even try this. I mean, even to throw 64 years and 16 counts out there is crazy. No one in their wildest imagination thought that. No, I seen somebody in our comment section and it made me laugh. It's a brother and he's pro-Black. He said he should do life. He should do life for putting people in danger. He should do life for putting that out there and just make it a mockery. I disagree.
That's excessive. Yeah,
it's excessive.
Now,
to me.
if people died as a result, if you could prove that it was like a war and people started, then that may be different. But if nothing, you can't prove that anything happened. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Crazy. Now, do we do him a disservice in publicly going at him the way we did after the crime, or did he deserve that? I still feel as though he deserved all that shit.
I mean, we ain't really go out. We talking about us or in general, or the media?
The media in general, especially the Black media.
Yeah,
we got on him a little bit, but I feel like that's justified.
Yeah, because you can't be doing shit like that, man. Come on, man.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Now you out of a job. Like, at what point did you think? I guess he did think that they would eat this up. But everything now, I was just telling you more and more stories are coming out about him even lying about he was on the phone and with his manager. Now they wanted his phone records. He didn't want to give that up.
The hate mail.
The hate mail, which was they found that was sent by him. There's just too much holes in the story, man. He didn't think this thing through right.
Ignorance. And it's a damn shame. And whether he does 64 or even 5 is a bit excessive, but
hell yeah.
He gonna learn from this shit.
Yeah, he definitely gonna learn from it.
He's gonna learn, man.
You know, and we hear that his jobs is drying up and all that. I just think, it was a stupid mistake, but he doesn't deserve to be in there what they're saying now.
Yeah.
Definitely. But man, but you tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother Old God and Sandman. Going in today on this Monday, everybody that's listening on YouTube, do me a favor, go ahead and hit the like button and make sure that you share this video. I'm gonna switch it up before we jump to the other story, Sandman, and go to sports a little bit. Talk about a little bit of sports, man. I had to talk about Deshaun Jackson. Today he's actually everybody, this is buzzing right now, man. And now according to league sources, the Philadelphia Eagles have acquired Deshaun Jackson from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is coming out by way of ESPN and all other, sources. Now they're saying that the deal is a 3-year deal to be worth about $27 million over 3 years. They said Jackson will get about $13 million in guaranteed money. Jackson is 32 years old. We know he was an explosive player for the Eagles. Scorched the Redskins, scorched the Giants, scorched the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Then we gave him up because that chump ass Chip Kelly who broke up the team. But anyway, Sandman, what do you think about Deshaun Jackson back in the NFC East, man?
I don't know why we're talking about football. It's March. But if I got to talk about football in March, man, I'm not very excited about it. Great player. Played for the Redskins, too. We got not what we needed out of him as far as worth. I mean, and I put a lot of that on the front office and stuff. I don't give any criticism to any player that walked in on a Redskins uniform because I understand now. I'm a realistic fan.
Right.
Shout out to a real one. But, man, y'all looking good, man. Shout out to you. Fuck y'all. And
we got Malik Jackson, picked him up from the
that's another trending one.
Yeah. Jacksonville Jaguars. Looking, I like the moves that we made, are making now. I wanted Eagles to keep Foles. We talked about that, but it is what it is. Now Wentz gonna have to do what he has to do. But the Redskins did pick up, Landon Collins, from the Giants, which I think is gonna be a pretty good move for y'all. Yeah, your defense wasn't too bad.
We needed secondary.
Right.
So we needed a safety. So great pick. I don't know if we overpaid at $84 million yet. We will see. That has to play out. So we got to come out there and ball and kind of and man up to that contract. We all know that his idol is number 21, who I got across on my computer right there, the great Sean Taylor. Yeah. So, I mean, you got some big shoes to fill, man. Go ahead and put that number 6 on and do some work.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Sean Taylor.
Facts.
But yeah, man, it's been a lot of moves. Today also Nick Foles, as we know, went to the Jacksonville Jaguars, signed a huge deal, with them. I'm going to pull the numbers up in a second. But yeah, man, NFL's around the corner now. What's up with Colin Kaepernick? Is he going to be picked up, by a team or what? How's that going to work out?
I have not heard anything about Colin Kaepernick. And quite honestly, I haven't really been paying attention too heavy on the Colin Kaepernick NFL situation and him begging for a job. I guess when it comes over my ticker and I find out, we'll talk about it on the podcast because I really don't know. I haven't heard anything as far as no. Have you?
Nah, I haven't.
Nah.
But it's interesting, to see. I think he's going to end somewhere, like they said, Carolina, one of them teams.
Oh God, I'm gonna send you something via Stephen A. Smith.
Okay.
I want to send you this. He played this a couple days ago. This is in reference to Antonio Brown. We all know Antonio Brown went to the Raiders a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And Stephen A. Smith had a lot to say about how Antonio Brown was going about the whole situation. Okay. So I think I just sent that to your computer. And if you want to grab that and then we could play a little bit of that, you could stop that whenever it's a 10-minute clip and we'll be definitely engaged. But whenever you wanted to stop that and kind of let's give some commentary and context to this.
No doubt.
Because it kind of ties into what we're talking about, but throws a little uncensored truth in it. Now, we all know our man Stephen A. Smith grew up liking that brother, really enjoying his commentary, his work with the Philadelphia Inquirer. Loved him on ESPN2, but quite frankly, really rolled with him with his work with the Sixers and things like that. Was supportive of him when he came to First Take, but then he started shifting in that, and we started seeing a little bit of a different side.
The millions started to come in.
You feel me? So we've been a little critical of him as of late.
Yeah.
And definitely cross-examining or having rebuttal to a lot of his commentary. He said this on his radio station, was very heartfelt about it. I want to play a little bit of it. Now, you haven't heard any of this, and let me just get your thoughts on it.
All right.